GVE Global Platform Overview October 2021. A smart nation means a digitalized nation. A smart nation is mindful of sustainability. A smart nation targets being carbon neutral. Digitalization eliminates the need for cash delivery vehicles. A smart nation offers its citizens a long and healthy life. GVE's digital health record infrastructure will help people to have long, healthy lives. In the medical sector, digitalization has increased efficiency enormously over the last 30 years. However, the cost of global cash payments has become more expensive every year. McKinsey estimated the global cost of cash payments in 2019 was $2 trillion. This means each payment cost $1. In 2023, it is estimated that the cost of cash payments will amount to 3% of global GDP. More than half of the cost is associated with cash delivery. Over the last 20 years, American and Chinese big tech companies have increased their market share. What can we expect over the coming 20 years? Quantum computing will have an enormous impact in coming years. It is only a matter of time before a few rogue groups attempt cyber attacks using quantum computers. Security against cyber attacks from quantum computers will become one of the central themes for banks. Privacy protection is another important issue which is interrelated with security. GVE's platform can accommodate 8 billion people and 300 million corporate entities, the entire possible universe of users in the world. GVE's architecture is account-based and has multiple tiers. Model B illustrates a two-tier model. GVE's multiple-tier account-based system makes narrow banking possible. The idea of narrow banking was put forward by a number of prominent economists at the time of global financial crisis. In 2020, money issued by the world's central banks was a mere 6.9% of the world's broad money supply. The majority of the world's money supply is created by private sector commercial banks. This is called the fractional reserve banking system. By digitalizing all money, it is possible to separate the money required only for payment purposes. This will increase financial stability. This will reduce the cost of deposit insurance scheme as well. GVE has gone further from a two-tier system and created a three-tier and a four-tier system. The three-tier architecture looks exactly the same as a country's current payment system. The architecture is simple. GVE is able to convert non-digital money to digital money. The optimal banking policy framework can remain the same. Our challenge was to create an efficient server which can reserve and allocate unique identification numbers as well as multiple accounts for each of the world's 8.3 billion people. GVE's architecture has solved a number of challenges which legacy systems were previously unable to solve. With unique identification numbering, real-time gross settlement among the world's 8.3 billion people has become possible. It is the same way that real-time gross settlement among several thousand banks currently operates in each major economy. The IMF published a staff discussion note in November 2018. It spells out 11 criteria for an ideal central bank digital currency, a CBDC. The IMF paper describes CBDC as the entire digitalization of fiat currency. In addition to addressing the problem of interoperability between legacy systems, GVE's architecture addresses the problems of future systems by adopting ISO 24643. The cross-border payment criteria is added to the IMF criteria as it is one of the central issues for many central banks after this publication. Energy efficiency was also cited as an important criterion because of the high energy usage of decentralized or distributed digital ledger technology concern. Any futuristic smart nation seems mindful of the energy efficiency. The issues of private data protection and counterfeit prevention were also addressed in the IMF report. Both these issues are addressed in GVE's digital banking system architecture. GVE's architecture provides a much higher level of privacy protection than the legacy frameworks and hopefully satisfy GDPR, one of the highest private data protection regulations in the world. With a combination of patent and international standards setting, GVE has achieved all of 1 high user-friendliness, 2 security and 3 low cost. This is contrary to the traditional wisdom that convenience and security are not compatible. A value proposition of CBDC in a hypothetical nation is illustrated. GVE's digital EXC platform can save at least 50% of the current cost, or $11 billion, in this example if this smart nation decides to abolish using cash. The initial investment is likely to be recouped as soon as this smart nation converts cash circulation to GVE's CBDC platform. A smart nation with futuristic vision needs a digital health platform as well. Currently, less than 1% of the world's population can afford to have a daily health checkup. With digital health, everyone can afford to keep their health checked by smartphones and by the cloud AI health check application every day. Telemedicine has attracted much attention since the beginning of the pandemic. Telemedicine will become a key social infrastructure in many countries. The UK Royal Society published a report on 12 challenges for vaccine passports in February 2021. GVE's platform can solve all 12 challenges. Among others, private data protection and counterfeit prevention, which are essential for vaccine certificates. This is one of the many areas where GVE's EXC digital platform can upgrade a nation to a substantially digitalized level. GVE's platform can start either as a digital payment system or a vaccine passport digital health system. A smart nation will benefit not only from the domestic spillover effect, but also the spillover effect into neighboring countries, boosting the digital infrastructure to the next level. GVE is here to help the world's leaders to implement their futuristic vision. GVE